Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about the generation and conduction of a nerve impulse. Neurons are excitable cell because their membrane are in a polarized state. Polarized का मतलब है प्लस और माइनस. Different types of ion channels are present on the neural membrane. So there are different types of ion channels which are present. These ion channels are selectively permeable for different ions. So like these different types of the ion channels are present which will be permeable for certain type of the ions. So when a neuron is not conducting any impulse, जब न्यूरॉन्स कोई भी इम्पल्स कंडक्ट नहीं कर रहा है, इट इज़ नोन हैज रेस्टिंग. द axonal membrane is comparatively more permeable. So when a neuron is not conducting any impulse, it is known as resting, and the axon membrane is comparatively more permeable to potassium, that is K plus, and nearly impermeable to sodium, that is Na plus. So when there is a ion channels which is present like this. So when it is at resting, so it is known as resting membrane potential. So when it is resting, that means the axon membrane is comparatively more permeable to potassium. So it will allow the K plus to travel through it, and it is relatively impermeable to the sodium. That means it will not allow sodium to enter. So when a neuron is not conducting, so when a neuron it is not conducting any impulse, conduct नहीं कर रहा है, that time it is known as resting, which means the axon membrane will be permeable to only K plus and relatively impermeable to sodium, that is Na plus. यहाँ पर अगर हम लोगों ने ऐसे एक आयन चैनल ड्रॉ कर दिया, सो व्हेन द न्यूरॉन इज़ नॉट कंडक्टिंग एनी इम्पल्स, so it is not conducting any impulse, that time the ion channel, so this is known as ion channel. So this ion channel will be relatively permeable for K plus, which means it will allow the entry of the K plus, and impermeable to the sodium, which means it will not allow sodium to enter. And this is known as resting, which means it is known as resting membrane potential. So that is why this is known as resting, which means there is no impulse which is traveling. When there is no impulse traveling, the ion channel is allowing the entry of the K plus, that is potassium ion, and not allowing the entry of the Na plus, which means it is impermeable for the sodium and permeable for the K plus. Similarly, membrane is impermeable for negatively charged proteins present in the exoplasm. So सेम वे जब हम लोगों ने देखा है कि सोडियम भी इम्पर्मिएबल है, एंड इन द सेम वे अदर नेगेटिवली चार्ज प्रोटीन्स जो है वो भी इम्पर्मिएबल है. कॉन्सिक्वेंटली द एक्सोप्लाज्म इनसाइड द एक्सॉन कंटेन्स हाई कॉन्सेंट्रेशंस ऑफ द K प्लस. अगर ऐसा हुआ तो मीन्स तो क्या होगा, विच मीन्स दैट देर विल बी हाई कॉन्सेंट्रेशंस ऑफ द K प्लस का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन बढ़ जाएगा inside the axon, and negatively charged proteins and low concentration of the Na plus. So Na plus का concentration inside the exoplasm it will get decreased. So Na plus का concentration low हो जाएगा, it will decrease, but K plus concentration will increase. So in contrast, the fluid outside the axon contain a low concentrations of the K plus and high concentrations of the Na plus, thus forms a concentration gradient. So this is known as concentration gradient. So let's understand this by a diagram. I am going to draw for you a resting membrane potential. So like this. So here draw fast. In a resting membrane potential, there is a active transport of the ions. So this is a sodium pump and this is a potassium pump. So what is there? So during a resting membrane potential, it helps in the efflux of the 3 sodium out and influx of the potassium 2 potassium inside the cell. So during a resting membrane potential, यहाँ पर हमारे 3 सोडियम बाहर जाएंगे out of the cell and 2 potassium की entry होगी, because of which there will be a polarity meaning plus minus. This is called as polarity. So there will be polarity. So how many sodium is moving out? 3 sodium will be moving out, which is called as efflux, and there will be, for that, 2 potassium is coming in, which means it is influx of the 2 potassium. So inside the cell it will be negatively charged and outside it will be positively charged. Okay, so during a resting membrane potential, there are two pumps which are present. One is called as sodium pumps, which will allow the exit of the 3 sodium, and there is another pump which is called as potassium pump, which will allow the entry of the potassium inside the cells, and because of which there will be negative polarity inside the cell, and outside the cell there will be a positive polarity. The stimulus is when the stimulus is applied at the site on the polarized membrane, the membrane at the site A become freely permeable for the sodium. When you are giving, first it was at a resting state. Now because there was no stimulus given, but now you are giving stimulus and at a site on the polarized membrane. So the membrane at site A will become freely permeable for what? It will become freely permeable for the sodium. And this leads to the influx of the sodium. First there was efflux of the sodium, but here now there is an influx of the sodium. Means sodium is entering inside, followed by reverse in the polarity at that side. The outer surface of the membrane will become negatively charged. So this outer membrane, it will become negatively charged and the inner membrane will become positively charged. And this is called as depolarized. So let's see, this is a site A. So this is a site A. So when a stimulus is applied, so that time this will become permeable for the sodium, and there will be influx of the sodium which will takes place. So we have seen during a resting membrane potential, there was 3 sodium which were moving out and there were 2 potassium which were entering inside, and because of which the polarity inside was negative and polarity outside was positive. But here when a stimulus is applied, so during a resting membrane potential there was no stimulus, but now here we have applied a stimulus. This time because of the application of the stimulus, this will become permeable. The membrane will become permeable for the sodium and there will be sodium influx. So sodium will enter insides, and because of which the polarity will get reversed. So here it will become negative outside and positive inside, and this is known as depolarization. So this is called as depolarization because there is a reverse in the polarity. The electrical potential difference across the plasma membrane at site A is called as action potential, which is the fact. So the electrical potential difference across the plasma membrane at site A is called as action potential, which is termed as nerve impulse. So nerve impulse and action potential is the same thing. So during the, I will draw here the resting membrane potential. So these are our resting membrane potential. So here there is no action potential, or there was no stimulus, electrical stimulus was not present. That time we have seen that there were 3 sodium which were uh, going out of the cell. That is why, and that is why it was positive outside, and 2 potassium were entering. That's why it was negative inside the cell. But what happens during the site A? So here in site A, so there is a reverse in the polarity. It will become negative outside and positive inside. Why? Because there is a entry of the sodium. Why this entry of the sodium? Because there is a electrical stimulation, because of which the sodium becomes permeable and it will enter inside, and there is a reverse in the polarity which is known as depolarization. So at a site immediately ahead, so let's do another site which is called as immediately ahead to the A. There is another site which is called as site B. So at a site immediately ahead, the axon that is called as site B, the membrane has positive charge outside the cell. So here it will be positively charged and negative inside. Okay, so and negatively charged on the inner surface. So as a result, current flow from inner surface of a site A to site B. So a current will flow from inner surface of the site A to site B. Why? We know that current flow from positive terminal to the negative terminal. So because of which inner there is positively charged, no positive current is present. So as a result, current flow from inner surface from a site A to site B, because inside there is at site A, inside there is a positive, and we know that current usually flow from the positive terminal to the negative terminal. So what will happen? Current will flow from inner surface of a site A to site B. So this is a site B and this is a site A. So current will be flowing from what? Inner surface of the site A to the site B. So on the outer surface current, so what will be happen? Outer surface it will be ulta. Why? Because it is positive at site B outside the surface, so it will be flowing from B to A to complete the circuit of the current flow. Okay, you all understood? Hence the polarity at the site is reversed and the action potential generated at the site B. Okay, so thus the impulse that is called as action potential generated at site A arrives at site B. So the impulse which is, or the action potential which is generated at the site A, so it will arrive at what? Site B. So the sequence is repeated along the length of an axon and consequently the impulse is conducted. So impulse has to travel from one neuron to the next neuron. So the rise in the stimulus is induced. The rise in the stimulus. So when there is a rise in the stimulus, induced a permeability to a sodium. So whenever there is a rise in the permeability, it will wherever there is a rise in the stimulus, it will induce the permeability of the sodium. Sodium can enter and is extremely short lived. So this is extremely a short lived. This is quickly followed by the rise in the permeability to potassium. So this will be quickly followed by there is a rise in the permeability to the potassium. Within a fraction of the second, the potassium will diffused out. So potassium will move outside the membrane and restore the resting membrane potential of the membrane at the sites of excitation, and the fibers become once more responsive to the further stimulation. So there will be reverse in the polarity. From A to there will be B and there is reverse in polarity, that is called as repolarization. When again the cell becomes negative inside and positive outside, this is called as repolarization. This is called as repolarization. Okay, so this is known as repolarization.